Okay. Those of you with excellent eyes can see that this says K plus S plus T times E plus or minus A equals R. My handwriting was better. This would be a much better presentation. So, what this is saying is the sum of your knowledge and your skills and the tools you have to work with times your effort plus or minus your attitude equals results. Now, results is what most people are interested in. As I said, when I first came across this equation, it was in a sales meeting context, and it was trying to get sales managers to find ways to improve the performance of their employees. And the simple way is to focus on effort. It's very easy for a short period of time, say, we all have to work harder, or we're not going to do this. So if you've got a project to do, you're going to spend an extra hour or two a day to get that project done. But that's not the way to improve performance or results over a long period, because people only have so much effort in them. The way to get improved performance over a longer period of time is to concentrate on improving people's knowledge, improving their skills. Now, what's the difference between knowledge and skill? Knowledge is knowing that you can do something, knowing what it takes to do it. Skill is the ability to perform it well. When I talked about this at Ryla many years ago, I had a golf club and a golf ball. And I said, I have the knowledge to know that when you hit your golf ball in the woods and you've got to get back out to the fairway, but keep it under the trees, you take a club and you play it back in your stance, and you hit it to keep it low. Everybody was comfortable with that. And then I put the golf ball down and faced the audience and said, now here's how I can demonstrate this shot. Obviously, it's a lot more important to have the skill than the knowledge. Without the skill, the knowledge can be dangerous. Didn't hit anybody. David wouldn't let me take a swing. So, another way to improve performance is to improve your tools. If you're a roofer and you've been hammering by hand and you get an air-powered nail gun, you're going to do a lot more shingles in a day. There's many elements of tools, obviously, but if you can find tools or technology, you can use the T for technology as well, to improve your ability to get the job done, the performance will increase. So you develop the knowledge, improve the skills, and find better tools, and you'll have increased results with the same amount of effort. Now, the last component, the attitude, I think is a very important one. Because everyone has worked with somebody who's got a negative attitude. That not only affects their performance, but affects the performance of everyone around them. So I thought that these are things I added to this formula, by the way. Because I just can't leave things alone. I have to think. When I started playing this, it was knowledge plus skills times effort equals results. So I thought attitude was an important factor, so I added it. And then I thought tools was an important factor, and I added that. But you all know that if someone has a positive attitude, they're much easier to work with. The day flies by, and things get done. So if you're a manager, and you do want to improve performance, obviously you can, over a short term, try to get more effort out of people. But over the long term, that doesn't work. But if you can create an environment that helps generate a positive attitude, more work will get done. And if you improve the tools people have to work with, their skill at using them, and their knowledge, much more will get done. So that's my formula for results. Any questions?
So No, I'm not going to make it.
All right, good.
Sorry, but I love this formula. It's very cool. So my question to you is then, in terms of managing, do you assess where people are on that formula and then do something around that?
Well,
I mean, how do you use it?
yeah. Oh, I don't. I just bumble through the day. And at the end, they say, okay, Dave, it's time to go home. But in my past, when I had real things to do and real people watching me do them, the knowledge and skills is the area that I think are most important in developing. It's hard to, I mean, you want to hire people with a lot of knowledge and who have skills. So you can develop skills by training and by counseling. And you can go to Emily and she'll sell you lots of tools.
Tools, yeah, I really know the tool part.
But I always love the attitude one because there are some people in some places where all the attention is negative. All the phrases start, don't you think, you must, you'd better. Those places don't have great performance. So it's easier for a manager to put pressure on people. It's much more rewarding for them to inspire people. But not everybody thinks of that. It's harder to do.
Cool.
Much better to lead than manage, in my mind. Okay, anyone else?
In your past life at Digital, what did you do to inspire as a manager, inspire your employees?
Well, I didn't ask them to do things that I wouldn't do. I didn't ask them to be better than me at things. And I didn't have them concentrate on stuff that I didn't think was important, or they didn't think was important. If it was important, I made them understand it was important. But, I always, and this may be a failing, but I always was more concerned about the people who worked for me, how they felt about me, than the people that I worked for. Because it's the people who work for you that lift you up, not the people who love you.
Cool.
You done? I can get off? I can go down?
Well done, well done.